Okay, so we left off with the behaviorist perspective, which was saying that we learn language based upon those around us. So we learn it through our environment is one idea. The second idea that we're going to cover now goes along with Noam Chomsky. So behaviorist perspective goes along with Skinner, don't miss that, and the nativist perspective goes along with Noam Chomsky. It'd be really good to know which perspective goes along with which person. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So the nativist perspective says critical components to language are innate. And innate means that it's something inside of you. It's something that you're born with. So critical components to language are something that you are born with, that are already inside of you. What he says is that you are born with a language acquisition device. It is shorthanded as LAD, but make sure you know how to spell it out if it's on the exam. So you're born with an LAD, a language acquisition device. Now, this isn't it's not really like a machine inside of you. It's kind of this fictitious idea that there's something inside of you, and what it does is it helps you to develop language skills. So there's something inside of you, a cognitive structure is what they call it, that helps us develop language skills. Why do they say this? Is because we are built to learn grammar and rules quickly. We are built to apply rules to new situations as well. So as far as learning grammar and rules quickly, we're going to talk about this in a little bit, and we've already talked about it a little bit before, but as far as rules go, little kiddos know at some point that if you're trying to talk about something in the past, you add ed, right? So we talk about run and then runded. So I runded to the park. Nowhere along the line did my 3-year-old learn that, okay, Max, when you are talking about the past tense, which means something that already happened, you add ed to the end. Like, no, my gosh, no. This kiddos, no, right? Even, excuse me. You will learn that at some point in your education, but little 3-year-olds do not know that. They don't learn that rule, but somehow they internalize this rule quickly and easily, and then they apply it to new situations. Okay? So even without formal teaching about past tense and ed, or a current action and using ing, right? Ing, swinging. Like, we don't teach them that at a young age, but somehow they figure out that if I'm doing it, it ends in ing, right? It's, oh my gosh, kids are so fascinating. So because of this, because we're built to learn grammar and rules quickly, and because we apply rules to new situations, Noam Chomsky then presented this idea of the nativist perspective in that it's something in us that we are born with. We learn language because there's something in us already predispositioned to picking up language. All right, there's support for this idea. Language development seems to take the same path no matter the culture. So what that means is it doesn't matter which language you are learning, you tend to learn things in the same order. And we're not going to dig into that too deeply right now, but basically saying that you're going to learn sounds, and you're going to learn a one-word phrase, or one word rather, and then a 2-word phrase, and then you're going to keep building, and that is the same regardless of which language you're learning. Okay, so if we all develop similarly, it would make sense that we are all born with something similar. The second piece here is children learn rules without tutelage or teaching and generalize them easily to new situations. And we just talked about this with the ed and the ing. They learn rules without me sitting down and being a teacher and teaching them about past tense and ed and present tense and ing, right? They learn these and they apply them easily to new situations. Evidence against this. If all humans had the same language acquisition device, then there should not be different grammatical systems across languages. So we do learn language in basically the same order: sounds, one word, two word, etc. But there are still different elements that go along to each of the different languages. And so because of that, there's an argument that it's not something internal, because if it were internal, we should all be more similar than what we are. Oh, this is a great video, y'all. Come and watch this. I'll show it to you in class, but it's, you're going to love it. I'm going to save it for you. Okay. We're going to fast forward through these. Okay. All right. So when we look at those two perspectives, the behaviorist perspective, which came to us from Skinner, and the nativist perspective, which came to us from Chomsky, now what we're going to do is look at nature versus nurture. So Chomsky gave us, which one did he give us again? Nativist. Yep. So Chomsky gave us a nativist, and Chomsky provides a nature approach by saying that we are made to learn and apply the rules of language, specifically because it's something inside of us that we are born with. And nature, when we look at nature versus nurture, nature is an argument that we are born with something. All right, so Chomsky is definitely on the nature side of that argument. Skinner, which came up with which perspective again? Behaviorist. So Skinner, with his behaviorist perspective, provides a nurture approach by saying that we learn language through feedback and modeling by parents and peers. Okay, so Skinner is saying that it's not something that we are born with, it's something that is nurtured. It comes from the nurture side based upon our environment. It might be really good to know that Chomsky goes with nature and Skinner goes with nurture, so that you have that locked away in your memory bank. There's also this thing called the interactionist perspective, and this is saying that biology and experience both contribute to the development of language. And anytime we take it's a both perspective, when we combine two perspectives, anytime we do that, we need to be able to break it up and see both perspectives on their own. So that's essentially what we did. We looked at Chomsky and his nativist, we looked at Skinner and his behaviorist, and now we can say there's this thing called the interactionist perspective, where we take a little bit from Chomsky, a little bit from Skinner, we put them together, and take the best of both worlds, and say that its language comes about a little bit from each of those two perspectives. All right. Next up, we're going to talk about intelligence, but I'm going to stop here on this recording, and then you can jump in with intelligence. But as far as language goes, I have some really cool videos to show you in class. So come to class and we'll take a look at some of those videos. Have a great day.